in sight. We're going to see the Chag's Palutena and Abyssal's Lucas, as we were suspecting.
Oh, oops. Let me just take that tree out of there. That tree was so tough, it just stood there for too long. You know, I have to chop it down a bit. But I mean, yeah, we're going to get here into PS2. And let's get it. Obviously, this is the stage everyone loves here for Ultimate. It's always one of the best stages to start off with. You see Chag, though, going to be able to draw first blood there a little bit with 19% to start things off. But that mobility here from Palutena definitely going to be proving a little bit pesky here for Lucas. But I like the fact that Picky Fire is definitely going to be able to be a tool that's going to be able to kind of be of annoyance there to Palutena. The only thing is, though, remember here, she does have Reflect. It may not be necessarily as a big factor here into this one, but you know for sure there comes the backer and the strings, and that's going to be the part that's going to be dangerous.
Yeah, like you're mentioning, she has that reflector. The dash attack and the back air, important to remember, do have the kind of the projectile blockers on them, so maybe using those as kind of approach tools on the raw PK fires, or using the back air defensively. Definitely has the tools to deal with it, but Abyssal really looking nice here, keeping these percents really even. Getting kind of like a neutral air there and a forward air here, just kind of picking them up, but healing. One thing to remember in this matchup, Palutena does have to play more on the aggressive side of things due to that healing that Lucas can get off the auto reticle and the explosive flame. So both for projectiles kind of mitigated in this matchup, not use, you know, kind of a mix up way.
So we're seeing there with this match super duper close. Like I said, man, you can't sleep on Abyssal. I told you this character was going to be, this player is going to be interesting to watch out for. And I saw these two and I'm like, oh man, Abyssal, he's definitely got some of that Lucas sauce. So you see there, Lucas definitely got some nice little strings. You know, if you get clipped by a Lucas there, you're going to go straight to Twitter. It's going to hurt. You're definitely going to be exposed here. And you see that right now, almost having to Chag onto the ropes. But at 118%, still living in there, still hanging on, but he's got to find that answer. And you know, that's the thing. I haven't been able to kind of get the nice little reads there on the explosive flame. That's going to be a lot of great recovery for the percent here.
It is, and Chag off stage again at 137. Like we saw earlier, Lucas going to try to use those projectiles as kind of an interrupting gimp, but reading that neutral get up with the PK Fire. Surprisingly strong kill move at the ledge, and Abyssal claiming first blood in this match.
I gotta say how surprising that, you know, PK Fire, definitely a pesky move, but when it gets the kill, oh, whew, that'd be a little bit difficult to deal with sometimes.
It is, and since it's a projectile, one thing to remember is it doesn't stale. Same for that explosive flame, taking that stock, kind of messing around with Lucas's mobility a little bit, kind of very floaty character, kind of staying in place for a bit. Check, there's that reflect coming into play with that PK Fire, getting a nice combo started off at that 43%. Abyssal suddenly stuck at the ledge in Palutena, which is not exactly where Lucas wants to be right now.
You see how clean that beat right here is. These two competitors are still super duper close. They're able to get some nice little recovery off that auto reticle, but just like that, Chag responding quickly here and being able to tally on some percentage yet again. 64% starting to just add on, and you see Palutena with that neutral air game here with the combos coming out. Your percentages start to just, you know, it gets up there so quickly before you even know it. And you got to be very careful because Palutena definitely does have some very nice kill options here, especially with the back air that's going to be coming into play there closer to the ledge.
And so in using that warp cancel is kind of a movement mix-up. Nice stuff from Chag, just kind of catching Abyssal off guard with that. And Lucas just stuck in this Fox-esque vortex here. Palutena's aerials just keeping Lucas stuck in this corner, stuck above her. And Abyssal was having a really hard time finding his way at a disadvantage, but nice grab. Calling out that dash attack from Chag, and now Chag finding his way back off stage, but the reverse down smash, not going to hit the right direction. And all of a sudden, nice heal from Abyssal, making sure he doesn't get caught by the explosive flame, which at that percent, maybe even taking the percent. So very nice awareness off stage.
Unfortunately, I was trying to go with the 2-frame there onto the recovery with the down smash. That was a very good option, but just could not do so in time. I've been missing that over and over and over again, but once Abyssal gets that timing down, that's going to be proving super detrimental here for Chag. Once again, though, good read here on the explosive flame incoming with a nice little down B here. And that's going to catch the jump here with Abyssal taking Chag there down to the last stock here in game 1.
The sudden is down throw, looking for kind of a kill mix up, but Abyssal doing a really good job of mixing up Lucas's directional air dodge to find his way out of that situation. Of course, Ness and Lucas having two of the better directional air dodges in the game. But, just out of range of that ledge, and Chag gonna seal this 1-1 once again.
Down to their last stock. Look at these fresh stocks. It's pretty much like a sudden death here to come out there in game 1. You know for sure Abyssal wants to make a mark right here. Let everybody know you cannot be sleeping on me. But Chag right now just trying to go on, move on to top 64. I keep forgetting with some of these matches here incoming. This tournament is so stacked. This is just pools. We're not even in a top 64 format yet.
Goodness.
I know, right? It's just insane.
It is, but Chag all of a sudden having a really nice lead here on Abyssal. Kind of finding the momentum shift that he needed, and suddenly kind of 10-86. Game looking a lot less even than it did just a few minutes ago. Opting to play more defensively, mixing up that auto reticle into his approaching tool, but healing off that explosive flame, not very much. The first hit doesn't do much on the healing, but still, healing is healing, and Lucas is happy to take it. But this down throw, the forward air mix-up is not quite a confirm,
Oof.
but with that mix-up, it's going to take the stock from Chag all the way back, taking game 1.
It was definitely a battle though all the way to the end, but you know, we did see that it's like the inevitable that's going to be coming, man. If Palutena grabs you at the ledge, you're going to eat the down throw mix up right after if they read your DI, and that's exactly what happened right here, with Chag able to claim the first game here. Abyssal though, I wonder what adjustments going to be made in game 2. Definitely shows though he does have the caliber here to take on Chag and maybe even bring this to a game 3.
Absolutely. I really liked how he was moving around a lot of Palutena's options, that when he got caught, but he was doing a good job of not getting caught as much and getting stuck in Palutena loops. That traditionally this matchup more so Palutena favored, which we kind of see here with the aerials beating Lucas out, but I really like how Abyssal is playing right now. I think he just kind of unfortunately got stuck in one of those loops from Chag. But starting off game 2 here, Abyssal kind of going more aggressive in the start, but getting punished for it just a little heavily. 45 offstage, no jump. Use of that tether, getting backstage. Lucas, of course, having that mix-up where one of the best tethers in the game, plus the PK rocket as well, can be used. So doing a really good job of mixing that recovery up, making sure that Chag does not get these gimps as easily as he'd like.
We're seeing it right here. So far, the percentages are super close yet again. I mean, I gotta say, it's not a bad pick here to go back to PS2. Abyssal recognizing, you know what, I did such an excellent job the first time around. That was pretty close. I think I can do this again. Right here, though, it's down by 30%, but that's not gonna be nothing here. It's gonna make it up very, very quickly with a nice little PK fire into the nice little back here to connect things up. And we're going to see there once again, percentage is super close, but we see Abyssal trying to find a read here on the explosive flame. It didn't come, and that led to some very poor options here that Chag was able to go ahead and convert right there into that first stock.
Exactly, and Chag is kind of showing off some of these warp cancels here. Not getting all of them, but here we go. Oh, goodness. Look at this movement, Chag.
How do you deal with that, man? Yeah, just dancing circles around you, you know, and like right here, you're Abyssal, you're just like, oh, I just gotta hit you once here to get this stock, and you see him just kind of teleporting all over the place. Oh, it must not be nice, especially with a follow-up right here and a quick 58%, still continuing the pressure.
Chag just using these projectiles, chaining into each other, but the PK freeze! As we were mentioning earlier, PK freeze, of course, being that excellent gifting tool, and Abyssal all of a sudden finding himself right back in this game.
Oh, he knows it. That was super nice there. That PK freeze is all it took here to get back into it. 77% though. It's looking a little bit like reminiscent of the last stock in game 1, but now with a very nice string here put together. We're gonna see that there with another opportunity too to avoid that down smash. And he did read that up B cancel was incoming. Unfortunately, it was just not at the right place.
Well, as Chag getting a little bit predictable with these warp cancels, kind of throwing them out more. I lost the word. Kind of more throwing them
just
out
just saucing. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, throwing them out a little bit more frequently than he probably should, and Abyssal doing a really good job of catching onto that movement, using them. He's to use them more intentionally, but no ledge invincibility on this. Chag gonna expert that re-grab, getting that down smash on Abyssal, potentially on his final winner stock here, but continuing to put.
We gotta talk about how beautiful that string was, though. You see how he went for the ledge trump, and instead of trying to go with the backer follow-up, he went back onto the stage. I was like, why is he doing that? But then you see exactly why. Completely timed it and spaced it there for that nice little down smash to take it away, and already just being completely explosive here in this last stock where Abyssal's looking into mega trouble right now.
Exactly, Chag just kind of fully adapted to the situation. Abyssal having a really hard time finding his way out of this corner. This projectile pressure, just you can see that Abyssal's just getting a little. You can see the nerves kind of getting to him. His movement not quite as crisp as he's got to find a way back in this game, get his mentality back, and that PK fire is going to be right, just the right way to do it. Suddenly finding himself right back in this game, but one good aerial or grab from Palutena, and this stock could very well be over.
So what I really liked there from Abyssal, he did not fall for that little shenanigans. He saw a charge smash and he did not even bother trying to keep up with it. But in a very anticlimactic fashion, Chag is going to be closing things up right here with a nice little back throw, taking the set 2-0 over Abyssal. But at least Abyssal right here, I'm sure I might be a little bit disappointed at the loss, but at least showing, hey, you know what? I'm here to play. I'm here to take y'all on. And we saw a very good effort here to come out from him.
For certain, just because the Smash.gg results show 2-0 does not just mitigate the intense battle that just was. Abyssal putting up a really good fight against a player of Chag's caliber and really just not giving a free win by any means. Good, excellent stuff from Abyssal just in the way that he was playing.
All right, so Fusion, you said you have to go?
I do, unfortunately, yeah, so I got called into a work meeting, so I have to unfortunately dip for now, but I hope to be back before top 8, maybe not necessarily on commentary, but I want to see how this turns out.
Yeah, no, for sure. But, in the meantime, though, why don't you let the homies know where they can find you?
For sure. So on Twitter, it's just kind of ZB_Fusion would be my Twitter handle. And I also have a Twitch channel that's also ZB_Fusion. It's just on Twitch. I stream once a day, twice a day, however much I feel like doing. So we do Smash, we do Pokemon, fun stuff. I'm looking to get into a lot more events, especially really happy with this offer from ANG to kind of help them out, do some cool stuff with them. And yeah, that's about all my stuff. It's just ZB_Fusion anywhere